What's up, everybody? Brett here, back today playing some more Battle Brothers. We are going to pick up where we left off last time. It's day 66, it's the afternoon, and we're standing outside the Forgotten Fort. So, just to kind of break the fourth wall a little bit, I was chilling this morning. I felt like playing Battle Brothers, but I didn't really want to, record quite yet. So I was like, you know what, I'm just for fun, I'm going to take this fight while I'm talking to a buddy on Discord. And, this is not a winnable... This is a very winnable fight for us. This is not a fight we can come out of unscathed. It's 9 orc berserkers. And we are wearing armor that is deceptively poor. Like, our best piece of armor is a 125. And like these 150s. 155s, rather. Like, we're just not there yet. They basically two-shot us. And I took the fight like 10 times. I took it as like a personal challenge. And I realized, you know what, there's no way we come out of this without losing a single brother. And every time I fought, I killed them, and then I would lose a single brother right at the end, or someone would bleed out right at the end. It happened so many times, it was insane. But what we've committed to today, though, is to trying to find the last noble house on the map. And I've got a generally good idea where they are, but while I'm here, I felt like I could explore just a little bit. I kind of don't want to go in the swamp. Looking for sort of mountains and stuff. Why explore? Many necrosavants. That is... I want to take this fight, but that's probably equally as dangerous as many berserkers. A little bit less so, perhaps. I just don't quite think we're there yet. But we will be. And we're getting paid for discovering these locations, which are pretty far from civilization as I know it. We know the cities, they're here. They're somewhere in this general direction. So we're just going to go in a kind of a roundabout way and see if we can't come in from the left, come in from the west, right? Head east, find the locations wherever they may be scattered throughout here by following the roads. And then we'll come back down. We'll maybe take some sort of traveling trade contract. I think we can do this. Can posture up a little bit. I feel like I need to switch these dudes out. Because we've got a really strong left side and a sort of weaker right side. I think this is fine. I think this is better. Alright, let's go into here and see what they've got. Ooh, it's Nagzurs. Okay, 15 of them is beatable. Very beatable. As they pile in here. Remove that foliage. So what we can do here is pretty sweet. I'm going to wait there. They've given us a really nice choke point here, which I think they'll funnel into nicely. Spread the love. Oh no. That's kind of bad. But if we can step in with our frontliners here and prevent them from, from feasting. And just like that, now we force them into a 2v1. Good stuff. But even more so than that. Okay, so there's no, penalty. Even more so than that. We've made it so that all their little guys are just going to be standing out front. Where they just won't do any good. Let's go here. Be able to hit many different targets. Let's come here. Pass. Step forward 1. So yeah, guys, that berserker fight was so brutal. In every fight, I deployed every dog I had right at the beginning to try and lock down like half of the orcs at once. And it still wasn't enough. They slaughtered all the dogs. They got really confident, which is the thing you have to be worried about when you use dogs. The enemy will take the kill of a dog the same as they'll take a kill of one of your brothers, which makes them incredibly confident, which increases their chance to hit you. And on a berserker, your best bet is just to not get hit, because the weapons they're using are so powerful, and they're dual wielding them, or they're double handing them. Okay. Yeah, see this? We're messing with the AI pretty hardcore. They want to come in around and flank us, and they just know they can't. So we're not gonna go. I'm just gonna shoot into the blob here. Yeah, freak out. That's what we want. Perfect. This is all according to plan. Kind of hoping I didn't hit that guy there. That would have been not as solid. Jump here. Now let's see how they move. I like having these two in the center because they can make a nice little shield wall if I need it. Yeah, I thought about not jumping in here and jumping in here instead. But I'm okay with this behavior. I think... Oh, wow. They really don't want to come in. You know what? I'm going to do this. I want to lock them down. And I also want to go for the split here and see if I can't get both of these. And we did. Nice. So, you know, we didn't hold our ground, especially in this situation. But I think we distracted a large portion of them for an entire turn while the AI tried to figure out what the hell we were doing. This is dangerous, though. I could have been more conservative with Skibo. They're so much faster than me. That's what's scary. Skibo's got to fade this turn. We can probably rotate him out if he just survives. And thankfully they hit him in the head. Okay. Step in here. We'll wait. We're going to rotate. The kills are more useful even than like putting damage on the big guys because I think we can freak them out to the point where they want to run. Very good. So just like that. He's gone. Fortunate miss. We'll wait. Yeah, let's just get him out of here. There's no point in taking needless chances. Step in here. We've got some injuries on Oz right now. Happy he's still hit through those injuries. Pierced arm muscles and ripped ear. Wow, we're just whiffing kind of hard there. Okay. If you're wondering why I'm still being cautious even though this battle is pretty much over, it's really just a matter of how much armor and HP damage I want to take. Because I would love to be able to go into another fight here. Good hit. And be in good enough shape to do it. Would like to see some fangs from this. I mean, those pearls are good, of course, because they're money in the bank. But I would like to make more necklaces for my bros. That's one of those sentences that out of context, like, what does it even mean? Alright, what did I get for my trouble? 1 level on Mudun. And we did. We got the fangs, we got the horns, and we got more brains. Lots of crafting ingredients for our trouble. Very good. I don't know where the nearest taxidermist is, but that was a nice victory. Mudun. The sooner our 2 gladiator pickups, Mudun and Skibo, get leveled up, we're going to be so much better off. This is considered a axe. I wouldn't mind making him an axe bro. I don't know if I necessarily want to lock him in right now to that. Let's go for rotation. Let's get those stats. Nice, a good 4 here. I'll take a 4 in HP because he's kind of lacking in that department. And I'm tempted to take this 3 in resolve, but these defensive stats are quite nice. I don't normally go this heavy on pumping range defense, but I think I'm going to do it here. And he's naturally over 21 because he's also swift, so he has a bonus to his range defense. He's kind of like he's using a crappy shield. You know, whether that ever comes up or not, it's hard to know. You just kind of keep an eye on it, but it's not valueless. I don't think I'll pump even if I get a 5 roll, which is not going to happen. It's not possible. But even if I were to get like a ridiculous roll on his range defense, I'm not pumping any more into that. It's all about fatigue. It's all about getting his resolve to a more steady state. He's a little bit low. Let's get on this mountain. And there we go. I see a pig farm, so I know we're getting close to a city. And maybe we can take a contract. My favorite thing about this retinue, my non-combat followers, the cartographer, it just rewards you for doing what you want to do anyway in the game, right? I always want to explore. And getting paid to explore is like the best feeling. Ooh, there's a big undead army over here. There's a big battle. We're just going to kind of check the outskirts. That's a fight we could win. I just don't know if there's any value to it. If they were in a location, I'd be happy to take it because that'll give me a chance to get some famed loot. But just having them out in the open like that, we're not going to get any loot from, you know, armored Wiedegangers. It's not going to happen. And we're revealing some pretty big chunks of map. Okay, some goblin raiders. We haven't fought goblins yet. How big of a group was that? Only 2 of them. Did they just, like, take a fight and lose? There's no auto-resolve, sadly. We'll engage them. They're our first goblins. I think we just send some of our, like, straight-up killers. If you've never seen goblins before, you're lucky. One of the most aggravating units in the game to fight. You see they use nets and bolas to trip you up and slow you down and damage you from afar. They have footwork, so they're very hard to pin down. And their archers employ poison, which is pretty crummy. If I remember right, it doesn't damage you over time, but it does have status effects. And you can just... Oops. Clicked off screen there for a second. There we go. Hopefully that did not mess up the recording. If I go too near the edge, it goes into my other screen. Ooh, now I'm a little bit paranoid, but I think we're good. I did have an entire recording get ruined once. Which feels bad, man. The nets are so frustrating. Fighting 2 of them, of course, is nothing. But fighting an entire army of them, like a huge army. Let's get Kane out of his net. And we're not going to block someone else from stepping in. Best weapons against goblins, just use swords. They're not heavily armored. You don't need armor piercing to kill them. Swords and warbows, if you have a lot of accurate archers. And I mean spears also. Spears do great work versus them. Like, what are we going to get from this? I mean, you know, a little bit of experience, a couple 100 crowns worth of stuff. We already got the Cruel Falchion. That's kind of a valuable sword. Just pass. And he footworked himself into the low ground. A bold, bold strategy. Let's go for the full surround. Wow, you're making me look bad. I thought for sure we wouldn't need to shoot anything. Yeah, no levels, to be expected. And we got 2 Cruel Falchions, which are good for selling. I wanted to repair those. Alright. Let's head towards this town here. Should be arriving right at dawn. A real group of goblin raiders. They're probably going to go after that caravan. Let's see. There's a contract here. They have marauding greenskins, terrified villagers. They have a flagellant and a vagabond. Hartbert Tatterdemelion. What the hell? I've never seen this name. I have no idea how that snuck in here. That's insane. We have no tools. We have to buy tools, which sucks because the prices here are awful. We're going to buy 1 stack and that's it. Just enough to fix what we have that's broken. We can see what the contract is. I have to imagine... Okay, it's brigands. $1,200. Okay. Follow the tracks near Grossfirth. Return lockbox. I think we can do that, but we're going to need some time to heal up. Let's take it. I think there's enough time to repair, depending on how far away these tracks lead. I would not be surprised if this was an ambush. Okay, only 10 of them. Still need 8 tools. How are we doing over here? I'm mostly concerned about Skibo. Everyone else seems to be in kind of top shape. Let's go, Skibo. And usually a forest battle favors a player. You catch a group of brigands lugging their employer's property around. They seem shocked that you have found them here, and no time is wasted trying to parley. They arm themselves, and you order the glorious 3 to charge. Oh, wow, look at that long axe. That's the first one of those we've seen. And just a solid, pretty solid shield wall in front of us. These guys we can snipe out. I'm not going to stress. What we could do is back up here and take some of this high ground. Force them to stagger their formation forward. If I was playing elite strats, y'all, I would do that 100%. Instead, though, I'm just going to wait. It's just, I think it's overkill in terms of, like, our time. Nice. Did we injure him? No, we just applied some overwhelm. Alright, our best shots are dudes with shields. That's okay. I'm a little worried about this squad, actually. These guys, the military picks, are one of those weapons that I think it's very easy to underrate. But they're brutal. Step in there. Just a couple hits, and you're like, well, there goes all of my armor, and now I'm getting wrecked by this, like, one guy who's got a terrible, like, knife or something. They just open you up. They're can openers. And they have their place, too, if you want to actually use them yourselves. I don't generally make good use of them. I'm going to go down here with the scimitar. Go for the guy who's got the triple surround on him. Wow, they moved in with the crossbowmen. That's interesting. Did not expect that. I'm going to move here with Brown. So he's not engaged yet, and I'm going to shield wall. Because what I anticipate him doing is sending him here and then attacking Brown. Step in here. And I'm going to step in here. They're keeping some dudes back to defend. That's one of the most dangerous weapons they have is that regular crossbow. Attacked him, not only because he was the best target, but also because he hadn't attacked yet, so overwhelm was still going to be a thing. Go for a 68 on him. Very good. Next shot like that'll kill him, and he hit us in the head. Look how much damage he did to our armor. We need Striker to do some big work, and he's going to pull out some throwing axes. Interesting. And now he's got the throwing spear. Alright, let's go for a standard attack. We're going to 2v1 here, and then these other two guys are going to be free to circle around. And he did, basically, I think, exactly what I expected him to do. Yeah, we don't need to do that anymore. Let's go for the line shot. Damn. And from here, I think we go for the stun, too, right? Didn't get it, but if we did, we'd have looked like heroes. And now we close the distance. come up here. Down you go, sir. And we've exposed their crossbowmen. Parry, interesting. Yep, you had to back up. Still need to be a little bit careful about that long axe. Good hit. See what he does. If he just rotates, yeah. Rotate, miss your attack. He rotated him into having to put away his throwing spear, which I was sort of dreading hitting me, because they usually use it to destroy your shields. Alright, we missed the stun. Nice. And Brown is just relentless. He's coming from this angle here. Very good kill. Good damage. About to say, just hit him, man. Hit him, Striker. He's freaking out. I don't know if we have a place for the long axe, guys. It's not a weapon that we particularly need right now. But that's not to say we couldn't give it to a back brother. I think we have a pike on someone. And I think the long axe is just strictly better than the pike. So, wow, good for you, dude. He managed to stun him. He almost got away. Kind of impressive. But yeah, let's hope to get it. At the very least, it's an expensive pickup. And I think we did get it. For our trouble here, we got 1 level on Sir Asgot. We did get the long axe. Are those numbers the same as they used to be? I'm looking at the damage, 70 to 95. That seems less. Let me know in the comments. I'm curious. This looks weaker to me. Maybe they lowered it. Maybe they felt like... I know they messed with the bill hook, but did they mess with the long axe too? We also picked up some throwing axes, which is kind of cool. Ooh, okay. We get the option to do some nefarious stuff here. The battle over, you pick up the lockbox and look it over. Was this really worth the lives of so many people? I know what you're thinking, Sellsword. The voice breaks in. You draw your sword and aim it at a stranger who has seemingly appeared from nowhere. You're thinking, what if someone paid good money to steal their artifact? What if that someone would pay me a good deal of money? Perhaps more than the man who paid you to retrieve it in the first place. You lower your weapon and nod. An interesting thought. The man smiles. 3,200 crowns. That's how much I'll give you for it. That was the thieves' share plus extra. A more than fair deal. Of course, your employer will be most unhappy, but, well, that's not my choice to make. I'm going to take it. I normally don't. This is 2,000 crowns to piss off and screw over. Nice combination there. A place that sucks. It has nothing. It has literally nothing there. So I know a good deal when I hear one. I don't care if they get mad. For 3,200, I'll take that. You hand over the lockbox and the stranger slips you a very heavy, very drooping satchel. The deal is done. It's safe to assume that Dieter of Grossfirth, your employer, won't be happy about this. Doesn't even matter. They're cold towards us now. Don't care. That was a solid payday. If that place was an amazing place, because okay, let me say this. Its position is very important on the map. It looks to be the westernmost city towards a big chunk of wilderness that probably has a lot of places to explore. And generally, you want to have good relations to the place that is the closest to it, because that's where you're going to come back. It's your refuel station. So you want prices to be good. You want to be able to buy and sell at a good rate. But this town sucks. There's literally nothing here. So maybe there's a place over here that's just as good, or over here. And I don't really care if I piss them off. 2,000 crowns for me is good. And our relations will go back to normal over time. Even though you march through plenty of forests, this one's Viridscapes has you impressed. No doubt Richter Nightstar is loving a return to the tree's thick domain. And he gets in good spirits because he is a hunter. And he likes traveling through the woods. This is one of those locations I'm tempted to fight as well. It's just kind of an easy win, I think. It's in the swamp. It might be a bit of a slog. Maybe not the most entertaining battle. But I think there's a city nearby. And I would love to fill up my packs before we get to it. I mean, this is 100% better than the pike. That's not even a question. Yeah. Okay, and let's level up Sir Asgot. He is always going to be a shield bro. So I'm just going to take the shield expert now. Give him those defensive bonuses. We're going to take a 4 in fatigue, guaranteed. I hate this one roll. I'm going to take a 3 in range defense. Let's get him up to 0 at least, man. And then we'll take a 3 in HP. Yeah, I mean, that wasn't the most impressive rolls for us, but it was okay. The fatigue was probably the main roll that we needed. Fighting them at night. That's not really in our favor. See, what time is it? It's just starting to be night, so we'd have to wait around to really make that a thing. I'm just going to go ahead and just preemptively switch out. Let's go full melee mode against the zombies. No reason to really do that. I think we have quick hands on everyone in the back. Except I don't have to do it in combat now. This is interesting, though. It's interesting because I've never had terrain features like these ruins in the swamp before. Move here. I'm trying to envision their pushing up. We're going to lock down these spaces. I think that's a good spot for him. Good spot there. Good spot there. Yeah, and we're just going to grind them. We're going to grind them in these choke points. Step in here. Got you there. And in case, it looks like they might all be down there. Yeah. So we might want to rotate either Mudun or Kane, or maybe we can just flank them, come around the top. There's only 9 of them. I'm really just noticing now. That's a pretty unimpressive number. I thought there was going to be way more. Did some of them abandon ship? You know what? I'm not scared of them at all. There's only 9 of them. I thought we were going to have a pretty epic battle on our hands here, but that's not the case. I don't know why I didn't check to see the numbers. This is not a fight I should be scared to take. Yep, and a nice little kill makes us confident. Our chances to hit go up. If you're curious just how much, you can see what confident does for us. I always forget, maybe newer people don't know what this does. Plus 10% to melee skill, range skill, melee defense, range defense. So, you want to be confident. You want to be confident, and you want your opponents to be wavering. Or worse. Wouldn't be surprised if some of them resurrected here. Yeah, there we go. Take out one of the dudes, get the kill, get the reset. Nice decapitation. For those of you who aren't aware, zombies can't come back to life if they're decapitated. I wonder how fire does against them. That's something I've been kind of thinking about. We're just swinging. I don't think I need to burn brain calories on these guys. Nice, another decapitation. Cleaver's really good versus zombies. Down you go. That's a decent piece of armor, the one that he's wearing, compared to some of the other armors that we've got on. Down you go. Just give me these next few hits, and we're done. See if we get anything interesting for our trouble. We don't. Not really. Still worth it. We discovered the location, got paid for it, and then we instantly just took it out. I think that was worth it. And yeah, the fight was so small because you could see here a band saw us coming and left. Some Orc Young. This is a fight we need to take because it's part of our ambition, which is why I was so keen on taking this this Forgotten Fort fight. There we go. Just wanted to kind of discover the rest of this valley area. Oh, cool. Look at this. I haven't seen these yet, these idols. There's only 6 of these guys. I'm not moving forward. You come to me. And I forgot to re-equip my archer stuff. Which is quite good versus Orc Young. Should just end the turn. We're going to step forward here. There's no path through here, which is interesting. Let's block them up top. If they want to come up here, they're going to have a hard fight. Crossbow out, crossbow loaded, crossbow shoot. Same deal. Alright, hard to be mad at that. We're going to back them up there. We've got Kane going to flank. I'm going to put Striker in a bit more forward-facing, dangerous position. I could lock him down so he couldn't charge. That might be worth doing. I think I'm just going to shield wall instead. Yeah, I'm good. There we go. Freak him out. The stun on Kane. Already stunned, bro. Ooh, they gave me a nice line shot here. Mudun just nails him. Would have been nice to kill him before he got a chance to hit us. And he's tucked himself into a pretty sweet little defensive spot for himself. See if we get smacked with a tree branch. We don't, thankfully. Alright, let me go first. Get ourselves in good positions. They're using the worst orc weapons. They've got the weakest tree branch weapons. They have good versions of them. The ones that have metal banded around them. Yeah, peace out. Later, man. Last guy's wavering. Well done. Yeah, this was easy money. Very helpful for our ambition. We discovered it, got paid for it, took it out. Another signet ring and 2 head choppers, which are pretty valuable. The shields are garbage. We can go through our inventory real quick. These quivers, this like meat, all that stuff is trash. I mean, sure, I'll pick that up. Yeah, this is fine. I don't need 1 ammo. Let's leave here and go see if we can find another city now. I think we've explored quite enough. And how many tools do we have? Not enough. So I can't afford to repair the head choppers. The road's going here, so I'm just going to kind of bisect it. If there's a city along this road, we'll find it. There's a mountain here. Wow, the city is right here. That's excellent. But it looks like there's another city up north, too. Let's see what kind of city this is. They have lots of contracts and an armorer. That's cool to see. This is the type of armor I'd like to get into ASAP. The reinforced mail hauberks. Gotta love some sellswords armor. What are the prices like here? They are mediocre, but they're the type of mediocre I think we just have to settle for. We don't have to sell everything, the really valuable stuff, but I think it's a good idea to get rid of the lowest tier stuff. Like, we could hold on to signet rings, like, honestly, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. I don't want to put any money into repairing because the tools here are going to be expensive. These shields can go. I don't need to keep a bunch of those. I don't need that. Don't need that. Kind of letting my eyes skip around. Let's organize. Yeah, like, I mean, I can sell an arming sword somewhere else for 300. Or even more. I mean, 350 usually. Head choppers I can get a good bit for, too. I don't feel pressured to sell right now. I'm sitting at 6,600 crowns. I don't feel pressured to buy any of these armors. The attachments could be kind of cool. Getting some metal joint covers. And I mean, we could go for even more basic stuff. The eternal question is, so let's say I've got the amount of money that I have right now. Do I buy, let's say, 2 reinforced mail hauberks for the price of 1 sellswords armor? This would be good for a long time. This is a solid piece of armor. I could see having this till almost the end of our playthrough, especially if we put something on it, like some metal joint covers or the serpent skin mantle, something like that. And yeah, so it's a good piece. Or we could cheap out a little bit and go for like scale armor. But so it's like, do I put 2 brothers in big upgrades, or do I put 1 brother in a huge upgrade? It's kind of the eternal question. Or even, you know, more kind of pertinent. Like, let's say they had a ton of these mail hauberks, which sometimes you'll see 3 or 4 of them in the same armory. They're 150s. 150s are small improvements over a lot of the armor that I have. But, so do I buy like 5 of those? So those are the questions. These are the questions we have to ask ourselves. Let's see what kind of men they have for hire. Not that I'm gonna hire any of them. Look like they had a murderer, a killer on the run. The prices on tools are great. We're gonna buy all of them. I'm not messing around. I'm gonna get 1 stack of ammo because I feel like our ammo is pretty low. I'm gonna get some food here. Let's just buy it. Let's get like everything. Cheese, fish. Yeah, let's get up to 9 days. We spent 1,600 there, but we were so low on supplies, I think it was necessary. Our medical supplies are also running a tiny bit low. So how can we make the prices here better to sell things? We'd have to, I mean, they have contracts. They have lots of contracts here for us to do if we're interested. North of Hirschmark. I think that's where we are now, right? Let's talk money. It's 2 skulls, but it's 2,300. That's quite a bit. 2,560. 2,790. It's north of Hirschmark. Let me make sure that's where I am. That way I'm not agreeing to go run somewhere. This is Schniffles. Where's Hirschmark? Here. So it's north of Hirschmark. That's not that bad. It wants me to go south. I'm interested more in going north, but for this much money, for like 2,700, to go and destroy an orc location that I already want to do, I think that's fine. I think that's a good payday for us. And they want us to travel to Saddle. We can talk money. Whatever. Maybe we take this to get out of here. Maybe we don't. I'll need some time to think about it, and then let's see what this 3-skull contract is. If I think the story's interesting, I'll read it, y'all, but if it's one that we've done 100 times before... The Grim Tombs. They want me to get a relic. For 3 skulls. Once again, another kind of well-paying job. I'll need some time to think about it. But it does have me going north. Let's take the one that has me going south first. Yeah, it's kind of directly below us. There's paths to travel here. I may just let myself take the road. Because this might be a pretty big mountain range. You know what? Let's explore. It's daytime. We're up on the mountain. It's eating into our provisions pretty badly. But it's slowing me down a little bit, which will give me time to repair. Not scared of that group. Let's get on top of this mountain here, see what we can see. Nothing? Okay. Alright, let's hope this is the type of undead or orc group that we can beat. It's a plethora of orc young. Alright, I mean, wish me luck. I think I forgot to switch my weapons back again. 15 of them. They've given us some terrain here to make use of. Or some set pieces to make use of. This is where I wish I had more AoE. I wish I had some of those grenades and such. Step in there. Yeah, we're gonna trip them up in here. And I'm gonna try and put my strongest brothers on the flanks to hold. I don't have a clear shot, oddly enough. Yeah, the odds are so poor, it's almost not worth taking it. Let's pass. I'm sure someone will step in to some location that we can hit. Alright, so now we've got a 2v1 scenario in this location. Hunting bow out. Crossbow, reload. Man, no angles. It's kind of nuts not to have any angles. I mean, this is going to make for a pretty sweet killing box. I'm excited. It'll be a 2v3 here, and then when we bring someone else, like Richter here, it'll be like a 4v whatever. Alright, you're holding down this corner. I think I'm going to bring Ozymandias top. I think they're going to spill around the sides just because there's no room here. So I think I bring Oz and Ozymandias top, bring Richter to the center, and bring Buck and Skibo to the south. I think that's kind of a good hedge. Let him sit behind Striker. I'm expecting stuns. You know, what can I do about that? Yeah, there's some different earth here. We've got plashy grass and muddy earth. Sort of messing with our pathing. Could go for shield walls. Probably pointless fatigue usage, but we shall see. And I sort of want to back up here, too. Give them a concave to step into, and make it harder for them to stun Kane. I think if Kane gets stunned, this fight becomes more difficult. But if they jump in and they can't stun him, they're going to have a bad time. 2 stacks of Overwhelm applied. This is a trickier fight than it seems, and this is definitely one of those times where making use of terrain is important. Double stun. Get out of here, nerd. And yeah, oh, he leapfrogged me? Oh, this is brutal. We can deal with him. Let's focus. We have to focus fire. Big hit. If we start generating kills, we will take this. We will flip this battle in our favor. I was hoping to get the kill on the second strike, even though he was running. The kill would have given me the reset to attack the other guy. Striker can hold this down as long as he doesn't get charged again. Yeah, a little bit rough. Let's go for the line shot, and we hit him. We could use a dog to hold this flank down. I don't know if I need to do that, but I will. I mean, he did great damage. Awesome. Let's take the kill and get the reset. And we also got Killing Frenzy procced. So we did bonus damage. A good bit of bonus damage, too. And whichever flank or center that we destroy first is going to allow us to push and reallocate our brothers into other parts of this battle. Going to point blank him there with a crossbow to the chest. Hope to hit a 53%er. We didn't get it, though. And he's going to back up with his throwing weapons. Interesting move from an orc. Yeah, waste your... That's perfect. I mean, waste your charges on a dog. 60, 52. If I land the 52, it's pretty sweet. If I stun this guy here, and we whiff, it would have been pretty awesome as well. I don't really want to let them get on Oz, so I'm going to move him. I'm going to step in here and turn this into a 1v1. I'm not scared to do that. He went for the stun on me, so he didn't get a chance to do much damage. I'm going to go for the decapitation. Yeah, these kills... Yeah, we're triggering chain routes, and it was proving my point as I was getting ready to say it. There is something to be said for not attacking people who are already routing, and there's something to be said for, no, just go ahead and killing them, forcing the freak out, and giving yourself, like, especially if you use berserk like I do, you're gonna get the resets for it. So we've already killed 7 of them. Beautiful. These terrain features, these prop pieces, proved to be very useful for us this battle. I think that was obvious. He doesn't even have a weapon. Get in there and crush him. I don't know if Grand Loser's the guy I want to send against us. Send in solo. Come down here. You're going to go there solo. We're going to send Skibo here. Skibo plus a dog and Buck is more than enough. We can send Brown up here now. Could use Rotate, but it's not necessary. I'd rather not lose my dog, of course, if I don't have to. 3 stacks of bleed. That would have been a good time to use Rotate. We'll see if... I think I passed the turn. I don't think I like gave it up completely. Yeah. So let's rotate him in. That's a great use of rotation. Dog's still doing work for us. And here we go. Now we go to work. He's got no armor. It's too easy. Everyone's getting confident. Perfect. 94 there. Decapitation. Let's go for the stun. We didn't get the stun. But we landed the hit. And we managed to fade taking almost any damage. I say right as we take a ton of damage on Striker. But for how many orcs there were here, we could have taken a lot of damage. But we managed to sort of corral them. And we're not even going to lose Malgrim, I don't think. Later, nerd. Wow, you got away again. Step in here. Maybe we can shoot him with an aim shot. I don't want him to get away. I was about to say, the dog's going to take the kill here, which is a little lame. No experience given. See if he can get away from us again. Yeah, we would have been able to take the aim shot had we not stepped in with Grand Loser, but I wasn't really looking that far ahead on the turn order. Later, nerd. Alright, let's see if he's able to get away. Nope. That's what I was hoping for. And that was a solid fight. 2 levels off of that. Man, I was really hoping for something unique here. We didn't get it. I mean, furs are going to sell for a lot. Once again, we got the head choppers. A few of your mercenaries walk through the ruins of the orc camp. They pick about the remains, turning up this or that unusable trinket. Ozymandias the wolf sheaths his bloody sword. Not all here, sir. You nod and get the men ready to return to Baron Gunther von Eberlin. Good fight. Very good fight for us. And we are going to repair. Now that we were able to buy all of those tools on the cheap, we can repair the very expensive orc weapons. Might as well repair that as well. Yeah, we're good. We're good to go. Let's take these levels up. So we've got Ozymandias first. He is going to be a heavy bro. We haven't decided on weaponry for him. He's not going to stay our banner bro forever. He's not good at it. Or at least we haven't built him to be good at it. Who would take his place, though? I mean, it's hard to say. Sir Asgot is someone who is a shield bro, so he's not the logical choice. I mean, I hate to say it, maybe he just is our polearm bro. If that's the case, I would want to get something like Fortified Mind on him. What do I get on him here? Honestly, not sure. We've got the rotation, the footwork. We've got Berserk. I love Underdog. Killing Frenzy is good. Fearsome is situationally good. I think he's going to need Quick Hands at some point. Let's see what our rolls are. Happy to take a 3 there. Happy to take a 3 there. Do we just commit? We haven't been pumping him up like that. We could use him in the arena a few times and try and get him the arena trait to give him more resolve that way. And then here I would definitely take Fortified Mind. Let's just do it. Let's commit. He's going to be our polearm bro. We'll give him a great secondary weapon that he'll use most of the time, and in battles where we think we need the bonus to resolve, we'll lead out with the battle standard. I'm okay with that. I'd like to get him like a sword lance or something really cool, and Quick Hands. Alright, let's go to Skibo here, who I am guaranteed I want to make him a cleaver bro. So I'm going to keep that. And I'm just going to lock that in right now over rotation. It'll double the effectiveness of bleed and of course give us some reduction in fatigue for our attacks. That's nice to see. 3 in fatigue and... You know, that's not a great roll considering he has 2 stars. I'll take a 4 in resolve. For me, 50 is where I want all my brothers to be. That makes it very hard for them to run in the face of danger. Brown also leveled, which I just noticed. I did not want to commit to a particular mastery yet with him. Whether he becomes a spear or sword master is kind of up in the air. Let's see here. Let's try and get some good rolls for our last several rolls. I'm going to take the 4 in resolve, but I'm going to also take this 2 here in melee skill. Kind of a sad ending point for him, but he's going to keep leveling. He'll get up to like 80 or so. I'll just keep putting points in melee skill, and eventually he'll just be solid. With a bonus chance to hit from the swords, he'll be just fine. Yeah, I don't want to lock him into either sword or spear mastery yet. It'll be one or the other. If I came across a unique spear or something like that, I'd be kicking myself. But what to do in the meantime, though? He does not have footwork. And I did want to prioritize footwork. I just wanted to see... It's more of an experiment, guys. Not every brother needs footwork. Someone like Kane can really benefit from it, because it allows him to kind of skip through combat. But it's definitely not a perk that I think is top tier. Could even go like Fortified Mind on him and just send his resolve at the max. But we're not going to do that. Headhunter, hitting the head of a target. This is good for mace builds, which we're not using. Like, I'm looking at Killing Frenzy. I'm looking at Indomitable, which was nerfed. And that's pretty much it. I want 1 mastery and something down here, is what I'm thinking. He would be a good taunt bro as well, because of his great defensive stats, his high HP, just overall tankiness. It might be fun just to grab this, just to take it. Or just to go with something like 9 lives. Which, I'm just now thinking, could be amazing in the arena. That's like a total game changer. You get 3 brothers in the arena, and they all have 9 lives. It's like you get to take an extra turn after you lose. Not sure, you know, I don't know if I just came up with some broken strat or anything, but I see that. That could be great. I'm leaning right now towards Killing Frenzy. Just as a buff. I mean, it's something that's going to proc occasionally and give us bonus damage, right? It's just not bad. And I'm also kind of leaning into Taunt. Also, it kind of counters the whole, like, Gladiator negative, where if they all die, you lose. It gives you more chances to keep them alive if you're playing, like, an Iron Man run. I'm going to go for Taunt. This is maybe a controversial pick. It's not something that I think is incredibly valuable, but on the right brother, in the center of a formation on a very tanky brother, you can get some serious value off of Taunt. And I'm going to hold off on spending his last perk. We just don't need it. But yeah, I'm happy with that. We did good. This is not a try-hard run, guys. This is a, let's test some stuff out. Let's play with footwork. Let's figure out how the handgun works. Let's figure out how the fire lance works. I probably keep calling it the wrong name. I'm trying to remember what it's called now. No, fire lance. There we go. Trust your gut. And there's another city right here that we have yet to discover. Maybe we pop in there first, because we know we're going north now for the next contract. So let's just come discover this city and see what they have. Unless this is just a stone watchtower that's really far out. No, it's just a city that's really close to the other city. And this one has an armory and a weaponsmith. Pretty cheap great axe here. Armor-wise, the prices here are not great. They're actually not that great. That great axe could have been about 300 gold cheaper. The other place had better prices. See what they have. They have a sellsword. You know, that's a pretty solid pickup. Might as well check the tavern. Okay. Something hidden northeast of Honenberg. And we'll check the marketplace, maybe for something good. Would love to get a falcon, so we can reveal the battlefields ahead of us. The prices to sell here are medium. Let's get rid of the junk. I'm going to sell off all these cudgels. I mean, the prices aren't bad, but this is what's good. I want to get a bunch of tools. Yeah, and I'm not messing around. I'm going to buy all the tools. Yep. That felt pretty good. Never be scared to spend a big chunk of money on something like tools or ammo. It's something that doesn't go away. It's not perishable, right? It's a great investment. You're always going to need it. And now we have the option to come in here. Let's see. Yeah. Prices are good. They're okay. My ideal thing is to see if I see a reinforced mail hauberk for 2,300. That's like a snap buy for me at this point in the game. The sell prices here, still pretty bad. You just sell off some stuff. Could probably get rid of a couple of these brains, you know. Get rid of one Nexur horn. Alright, let's see. That other contract was to go north, right? Obtain the fingerbone of Sir Gerhardt, the Grim Tombs. Yeah, it's up here. Okay. And there's a road here, so I have to assume that there are more of this faction's cities up here. Taking a weird path. Probably because I clicked in a weird location. Would love to fight some barbarians. I was hoping to see some of those guys today. But we're getting near the end of our time today. I want to keep this one at about an hour. I've been doing some really long recordings lately. Ooh, did they get reinforcements? No, they just kept walking right on through. I think we're going to call it here for today, guys. We discovered some of what we were trying to do. We picked up some good levels. Let me do this while I'm remembering. Sure, it probably tripped some of you guys' OCD out. We made some progress. We've almost got our ambition done. So the levels were not irrelevant. The money was not irrelevant. The discoveries were not irrelevant. And we're getting very close. Doing these contracts, don't forget, we're up to a reputable. Sadly, we lost some renown whenever we ditched out on that contract. But we've got to get up to 2250, which won't be that hard to do. A couple of easy contracts here and there. Some, you know, an entire episode's worth of victories. Maybe even, and I don't do this very often, but maybe I could even take some fights off camera. Like, get into an area where there's just a bunch of junk fights, and I'll just take them. I'll hold the levels so we can do it together. I won't, if we get some sick loot or something like that, we'll go over it. And I'll just do it just to get us some more renown, some more stuff. So we can kind of cut down the mid-game grind and start trying to get closer to the final in-game stuff that we're hoping to get to. But guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Brett. The channel is Goodtalk Gaming, and as always, y'all, I will see you in the next one. Take care.